I wonder if that'll work. I'd better quickly check just to make sure you understand. Because, well, I don't want it to, be all wrong and whatnot. Um, no, I can hear it. All right. Cool. So this way, uh, should there be any super tips as I'm reading, I should be able to play it. Um, provided I catch it in time and all that. But anyway, so I do believe I did Wiz Wilson, Wiz Willie. And that left Ace McCoy. So he's going to be the story that I will detail on today's episode of Mr. Nailsin Sunday Comics. So Ace McCoy. So that's the way his name will have to be pronounced throughout the story. That front ship is an odd-looking cross between a seaplane and a monoplane. I hope he doesn't expect to outrace that junkers. Yeah, they used to call them ships, I mean, it's a craft, but... And then he says a mix between a seaplane. Now, a seaplane, I suppose, theoretically, you could call it a ship. But anyway, if I didn't have pontoons, I'd swear it was a wartime Ginny, like I used to handle. Vacationing in Florida, Ace McCoy, famous adventurer of the air, is spending his time fishing and swimming in the warm waters of the Gulf Stream with his pal and mechanic Bill Reagan. As our story opens, Ace sights two planes apparently racing through the skies. Reagan, they are not racing, they're fighting. Look, that Junkers is shooting at it. Why, the smaller plane is defenseless. Looks like you got something on your jacket there. I don't know. High in the sky, the Junkers downs its prey. Give me a hand with this fellow, Reagan. Look out, Ace. That plane is going to blow up. So he's keeping at a safe distance, One more little check here. Yeah, it is working out. Okay. All right. I just had to make sure. Don't want to waste my time here. Anyway, with an ear-shattering roar, the gas tank explodes. Ace, this doesn't seem possible. Look at this paper I found on him. A naval officer, and the pilot of that Junkers murdered him. Log of USS Cyclops, March 7, 1928. Oh, is that supposed to be the ship that disappeared and people think it went into the Bermuda Triangle to another world or something? Anyway, the Cyclops. Sure, that's a page from her logbook. You remember her. That's right. On March 4th, 1918, she reported at one of the West Indian Islands. That was the last the world ever heard of her. Her disappearance is one of the greatest mysteries of the sea. But the date on this note, 10 years later. Suddenly, Ace looks up and says, he's landed. He's approaching the plane. In a minute, he's going to do a lot of talking. As the unsuspecting murderer comes closer, Ace grabs him. Take it easy, friend, unless you want to get hurt. What do you know about this log from the Cyclops? I wish to examine it. Be careful, Ace. Hey, look out. Before Ace can stop him, the man swallows the paper. You think that's going to stop me? Put him in the car. We'll see what the authorities will have to say. I told you to look out, Ace. What a wallop that was. So they're going to have to get him to take a dump, But it probably won't be readable, or legible after that, Anyway, but the pilot of the huge plane has observed. I'll bet we make a new record to the coast. Yeah, if we can make it. This guy's some marksman. Meanwhile, the prisoners regain consciousness. It is better that we all should die. So they, I guess, crash off in between the panels. I don't know. Are you all right, Reagan? Sure, but we've lost the prisoner. Look at him. Splish, splash, splish, splash, splish, splash. Oh, look, he's got a ladder. It's coming in. Yeah. Okay. Good work, Reagan. Good work. All right. We'll go after them in a plane from the Coast Guard station. I'd like to have that fellow's neck right now. But at the Coast Guard station, new obstacles are encountered. Yes, Mr. McCoy. We know you. However, unless Washington says it's okay, we couldn't lend you a plane. What? Don't you understand, man? Those murderers will get away. I've got no time to lose, and I'm not going to stop to argue. Attaboy, Ace. That's the last time. So he beats all these innocent naval guys, But hurry up and get into that plane, you fruity tooty. The speedy Navy pursuit ship sets out after the mystery plane. There they are, just ahead of us. Ach, those fools are coming. Swing. Oh. While the fight rages, 3 U.S. Navy planes approach. Which one's which, I guess? Okay, I guess this is Ace and his pal. Those planes are after us. What'll we do? I'm going after that Junkers. A shot has damaged our radio transmitter and I can't use it. We might be shot down by mistake. Not by mistake. You beat the crap out of servicemen and stole one of their planes. So, as far as they're concerned, you're criminals. Because you are. Anyway, far out over the ocean, the Junkers lost Reagan spies what appears to be an island. Maybe we can set her down there, Ace. That's land, I think. Here, look. What? Ace saw through the glasses. Reagan, we've found it. The Sargasso Sea, and the Cyclops is there too. But as Ace and Reagan approach the island, the lost ships, another plane appears from, approach the ship. Oh, ship of lost ship. Island of lost, whatever. Another plane appears from nowhere, forcing them down. The Sargasso Sea, the legendary dead spot of the sea where currents draw ships to be ensnared in the floating island of treacherous weeds. We'll make for the Cyclops. But look, submarines! Mysteriously, from the depths of the sea, 2 submarines appear. Grab that machine gun. Something tells me we'll need it. Bullseyes for both of us. Come on, Reagan. We'd better get below. Maybe there are some guns on board. It might come in handy. Well, anyway, below deck, Ace and Reagan meet a strange apparition. Who are you? Don't be afraid. We're your friends. I know. I, too, am an American. My name is Bailey, Chief Boatswain's Mate Jackson, who has gone for help, and I are the Cyclops' sole survivors. German spies came on board, poisoned everyone except us. Finally, we killed them. Then the Cyclops, wireless, dead, drifted until she landed here. in this weedy graveyard.
Then Jackson was the man they killed? How long have these U-boats and planes been here?
Since last September, Jackson spent many years building the plane and pontoons from the parts he found on a ship carrying such supplies. He took off 3 days ago, and now the new war killed him. By the way, I'm bleeding. Can I get some? Suddenly, sailors swarm into the cabin, overpowering the three friends.
Halt! Who are you?
Captain Von Hartman.
You men are my prisoners. As soon as I have checked the damage you have done, you will be shot sooner if you try to escape.
Having noticed a medicine chest in the corner, Ace tries a daring ruse.
If you'll set us free, I'll show you a fortune in jewels.
Don't do it, Ace. Are you crazy?
Their greed aroused, the guards permit Ace to show them the jewels.
Ah, here it is. Take it all. Oh, by your jewels, I thought you meant, well, okay. Wait till I get finished and start on those guys upstairs. Hey, get that one.
This ammonia sure came in handy.
A stray shot mortally injures Bailey. Boy, after all that time, good Lord, what did he do? Get stretched out on the rack or something? Is that, what's this? So that's his left foot, and this is the right one. Yeah, okay, whatever. Listen carefully. There is a depth bomb hidden in a closet in this cabin. It might help you escape.
It will. If we can only reach a plane they have moored to a float.
Here it is. Now what?
Pull the firing pin. Drop it out of a porthole and then run. Good Lord. Look at that.
Over she goes. The mighty leaps, with mighty leaps, Ace and Reagan make the safety of an old four-master schooner. Boom. So I guess they just gave up on Bailey. It sucks to be you, Bailey. Oh, well. Ace and Reagan fight their way to the moored plane. Get in quick, Ace. Wait, what? Hartman's taking off in the junkers.
I'll be right there. This fellow's going out. Okay, Von Hartman, come and get it.
High in the skies, the planes twist and turn in battle maneuvers. Look, Ace, the whole place is burning. Flames from the burning ship spread rapidly. The U-boats caught in a sea of flame and smoke ram into each other and sank. What? Yeah, no, they could sink when all this happened and get away. They're just stupid. You got him, Ace. You've killed him.
Actually, you did, but, whatever.
Wow, what a story we'll have to tell.
No one will believe it. The Cyclops is gone. The logbook page is gone. And both survivors are dead. There's nothing we can tell except inform the government that a foreign power used the Sargasso Sea as a U-boat refueling base. But it's all burned up, so they won't believe that either. Probably just figured we'll keep it to ourselves. But now you know the true story of the Cyclops, Ace McCoy, freelance adventurer of the air, will be with us again in the next If You Don't Miss It. Well, I'm Sure we won't, huh? Oh, look, we have something silly. Yeah, that'll be nice. After all that rip-roaring adventure. Yeah, that would be terrible. Uh, Audio is great. Well, good. Thank goodness. Because again, what a colossal waste of time if it wasn't. That would mean no one hears me babbling on reading these ridiculous comics, you know? But anyway, now for the lighthearted, humorous adventures of Haphazard. Nothing up my sleeve. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Meet Haphazard by Joe Archibald. Oh, yeah? Probably not, but it's a happy day. That kid looks like the baby I've been looking for. Made to order. That's disgusting. Hey, buddy. Yeah, me and the missus are strange to this town, and we'd like to hire a nice kid like you and drive us around and show us the high spots. Pay you $3 and boy, what a break! $3 just to drive a boiler like this. Stop at that cigar store, kid. Next corner. We gotta have some butts. Oh boy, this is really getting bad. I don't know. Take your time, ma'am. Yeah, but not too much. Help! Mida! Police! Oh, it's a transvestite. Okay, this is really turning into, boy, I don't know. Step on it, punk. You're in this as deep as we are. We slip them gums and we'll give you a split. Make a wrong move and you get plugged in more ways than one. Faster, punk. Stop! So there he is having nightmares of being in prison, pounding rocks, but then he gets an idea, see? And what? Did he slam on the brakes? And he drops the gun. I don't know. Shoot the punk, slow. Kerchoo, I'm blind. Kerchoo. Oh, so did he blow something in his nose? So he's sneezing, I guess. Oh, that's unloaded by a chew gun on the bull's gurgle. This quick stop will dump the what? Oh, dump them on their ears too. They're stopping, Bill. So the kid got you. Oh, I ain't crying. Nerds. So the flour is hollow and filled with red pepper. You just press the bulb and it cures fast. So looking over your shoulder and thanks for the reward. Okay, what a weird, creepy story. All right, for our final fascinating tale of daring do. Buck Steele, Robin Hood of the range. Meet Buck Steele, his horse Blackie, and his dog Rusty. The three of the wild. They are champions of the weak and downtrodden and right the wrongs of the Great West as they blaze danger trails across the wide ranges and lawless cow towns. One night, Buck crossed the Rio and rode toward the wild town of San Juanita, when suddenly, out of the dark, a voice called, "Halt! It's some purple guy.
Hey, Senor Gringo, maybe you can tell me what business you have to ride these trails on such dark night, eh? Speak!
Maybe I could, but not knowing you, don't know as you're concerned.
He makes less sense than the guy. I mean, you are speaking with Senor Pino Savel, general of these army, which some say will save these beautiful land of Mexico. So answer!
That's different. I'm from the hill country across the Rio, and I came down here hunting a new range.
He lie, Gringo pig is come to spy. We must kill him.
At them, Rusty. Arr, arr, arr.
Suck. I guess his horse massacres the rest of them. They're all exploding everywhere. I don't know. So down in San Juanuta is the notorious Los Spurs Saloon, whose reputation has reached the far trails of the Southwest. It is a hangout for outlaws, renegades, and border gunmen. DC Zavala's chair. So there's already trouble. Rusty seems happy, though. Yeah. This is my chair. I'm sorry, but the seniors invited me to sit at their table. The boy is right. We asked him to sit in the game. Senor, I am Pino Zavala, the boss of this town. My men are all around here. It would be foolish to meddle in my business. Senor Ramos sat in my chair when I was coming to it. There are many more tables around us. It's not one of them just as good. You may deal, senor. You son of a coyote! I'll kill you!
I've been watching this play, and I reckon it's hardly fair to pull your gun on the boy. He's wearing no weapon. I really don't know what the hell he's wearing, but it ain't a weapon.
Oh, 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 oh.
Come with me. There is more to this than appears on the surface. I'm gonna... Oh, wait.
I'm gonna throw in with you fellers.
Pard, take that young'un to the hacienda. I'll stand him off.
What the hell just did they shoot him? I thought this guy was attacking him, but I guess he got shot. I don't know. Oh, is that the deal? He's got his gun, and yeah, they didn't draw this well at all. That's pretty bad. Later on at the hacienda of Don Sanchez Ramos, Francisco, what has happened?
Zavala tried to kill your son, but Buck Steele got him away. It's all right, Pard. It's only a flesh wound.
Buck Steele, I am grateful to you for saving my son. Welcome to my house, Senor Steele.
Shucks, it was nothing.
You did your share too, senor. I am anxious to know your name.
Well, it's Les Travers. The law would give a lot to get me.
I am proud to know you, Senor Travers.
A man is what he makes himself, not what he's branded.
Friend, them's the whitest words ever. I won't be forgetting them. Zavala and his rebels are my mortal enemies. He has sworn to kill me and my family. Tonight, they begin with my son. I need your help. I have wealth. I am willing to pay you anything you ask to help me.
I'll help you the best I can, but I'll take no money for it. I never sell my guns. Well, hold on a minute. I'll sell mine.
I am Alana Ramos. My brother has told me about you and what you have done.
I better keep my hat down here.
Suddenly, the silence of the night was rent by the roaring of many guns. Bullets fell about the courtyard. Windows were smashed. Oh, no.
Into the house, quick. Tell them it's Savala's rebels. Rusty, go with her.
Inside the hacienda courtyard, peons run to the wall, guns clutched tightly. Within a moment, the entire wall was guarded. The Texan joined Buck Steele. In his hand were two flaming six guns.
Travers, they're going to rush the gateway. Come with me.
Hey!
Thanks, Travers. He almost got me.
I don't know. They're fighting. I don't know.
Are you bad hit, friend?
Reckon this here is my last ruckus.
Les, you listen to these here guns of mine. They're what? They're gonna sting for you. They'll pay for what's happened here.
I'm doggone. Who'd think a man would fight for Les Travers? Outlaw. Least of all, Buck Steele. Buck then grabbed one of the rebels who were now beginning to retreat.
I'm not gonna kill you. You're worth more alive. Go back to your chief. Tell him that I'm gonna pay him for causing the death of a brave Texan. Go tell him now. Bum, 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 bum.
Alana Ramos runs to the gateway to help Buck Steele. A rebel quickly sneaks up and grabs the girl. He hoists her over the wall and rides off. Senor Steele, my daughter has been taken by Zavala's men.
Zavala will probably hold her for ransom. Who's that?
Who am I seeing? I don't know. He is from Zavala with a message. You better not kill me, or the girl will die if I am not back when the time it is up. The note says that Zavala offers to exchange my daughter for you, Senor Steele. He swears he will get you.
The trade wouldn't be so bad. Tell Zavala I'll give myself up.
You will find the directions in the paper.
See here, Rusty. I'll go into that canyon like I promised. But I reckon first we'll take a look around. I'll drop these shells at the other end of this fire. When they go off, we'll be on the outside of the pass. Senor Zavala will be certain that I'm still within this canyon. Yep. I could just piss all over him right now, but bang, 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 bang.
That is the end of your friend. Oh, you murderers! Quietly, Buck Steele leaps upon the rebel. No more will ye fight. Oh! It is you, Senor Steele. Oh, I am glad.
Sure. I went into the canyon, but Savalas said nothing about me waiting there. So I came out to sort of look around, and there's no telling when they'll be back. So there's another canyon I'd like to get into, but what is it? What do you see, Rusty? I don't reckon they'll be trying that again. They can see now that I'm holding the pass. Bang.
Oh, hurriedly Buck wrote a note.
Go, Rusty. Go back to the hacienda. And go quick, do you understand?
Steele, we've got your horse. Jeez. Leave the pass, or we'll kill the horse. What will we do?
Well, I'll trade the horse for you. Before that happens, I'll go through that pass and face the lot of them.
Oh, no. They will kill you. I will give you 5 minutes to decide. Buck still pursed his lips and sent forth a shrill whistle. It was a signal the great stallion knew. Buck covered the escape of the plunging, kicking horse as he made for the mouth of the pass. The soldiers, the federal soldiers. Ah, Senor Steele Zavala is beaten, and it is you who have done it.
Yep. Yeah, I guess so.
The government soldiers captured Zavala, his band of rebels.
Senior Bucksteel, by capturing Zavala, you have saved Mexico. This evening at dinner, I'll bestow on you a generalship in the Mexican army. You're giving me praise that isn't mine. There was Blackie and Rusty. Plus, I almost got shot. I pooped my pants. It's kind of embarrassing, but, what are you going to do? I reckon Rusty and Blackie and me wouldn't make good soldiers. So long, girl.
You are leaving, Senor Steele?
Well, let me pull my trousers down and you can give me a treat.
And so after that, adios, Senor Steele. And that's that. Oh no, cactus. Very scary. All right, well, that's that. What else is there to read? Well, there's Amazing Man. A-Man? The Amazing Man? What are the odds his name would be that? The Iron Skull. Mini Midget? Okay. All this an Amazing Man comic. Oh, and Shark. Okay. Well, anyway, they're telling you to go read that. Oh, looks like you had a little accident there, but, well, these things happen. Oh, boy, there's all these magazines they publish, too. Secrets! Now you can learn what they are. Everyday photography. Flying aces. Or just, no, it tore off again. That's sad. The Magazine of Love. 10 Detective Aces. Western Trails. Ace Sports. 10 Story Love. 10 stories up. 10 Story Detective. 10 story up. Western Aces. Complete Love. Sky Aces. 12 Sports Aces. Oh, Jesus, more of this crap. Lone Wolf Detective. All Novel Western. Varsity Love. There you go. Oh, boy, you don't want to miss out on all these magazines. Some of the stories within will be repeated as comic book stories. That's how Ace Comics worked. Yeah. So there you go. Surefire Comics. Ace McCoy. Haphazard.
And Buck Steel.
That's great, isn't it?
It sure is. I think we really learned a lot today. Well, not really. I don't know. I'd have to think about it some more to figure out what the lesson was, but we all know I'm not going to really do that. Seen any good movies this weekend? Nope, been working. Demon Slayer still in the IMAX theater. Here it's doing well. They are going to bring F1 back to some IMAX theaters. And in some theaters, they will have Jaws. Wow, that would be awesome. It will be in IMAX theaters because of the aspect ratio. It might be worth checking on, though. Yeah, go see it. An employee at the theater told me they might get Jaws 50th in some of their giant laser screen theaters. I might check it out if I have nothing better to do. Like what? So, yeah, that'd be really cool. Jaws. Yeah, that one. All right. Let me change what the thingamajig is looking at. That should do it. Yep. All right. I thought with the latest season of Peacemaker now upon us, it might be good to read Peacemaker, the original. Now, this is the second issue of Peacemaker. It looks like I looked in my files and I'd already done at least one of the stories from the first issue. It's all I saw in the folder. So maybe I need to go back and do that one too. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this first story that Peacemaker did. And boy, it's a far cry from what you see on the show. Yeah. Bears no resemblance whatsoever, except, he's got the stupid helmet and all that. But anywho, had to start somewhere way back in the 1960s for Carlton Comics. It just says, what? It says CDC? I don't know. Anyway, the Peacemaker faces the ultimatum. Give in or lose your plane. He doesn't seem all that impressed. Like, stupid planes. The Fighting Five in the Canadian caper. Yeah, there's a backup story of a group called the Fighting Five. It's 5 individuals, and, fight. So anyway, good Lord, what the hell? Yes, I like your face, Christopher Smith. It has strength. People trust it. So I shall assume it. Stand by for an attack from the most incredible menace to ever threaten the earth. Terrifying creatures of darkness. They call themselves the Survivors. Okay. Your face, Mr. Smith, shall be worn by the new master of the world, and this is the army that shall place me on the throne. This can't be happening. Well, it is. Christopher Smith's brain reels under the horror of this living nightmare as he realizes that here is the most sinister challenge ever thrown at the Peacemaker. It began only minutes ago. Christopher Smith had succeeded in having his atomic disarmament plans accepted tentatively by the great powers. The plan calls for an inspection team to visit uranium-producing areas in Eastern Europe to determine that no further tests were being conducted. So here we go. Peacemaker Volume 3. Oh, number 2. May 1967. It's a little time ago. Anyway.
As you can see, Mr. Smith, this uranium processing complex is now idle.
We see the processing facilities, Marshal. But where are the workers? Where are they quartered?
Oh, I say, that's a good question.
They lived in prefabricated structures. They have been removed now that the workers are no longer needed.
A lie. Slave labor was used in these mines. Some of them hadn't seen the light of day in 20 years. That's strange. Plenty of conventional arms guarding this area. What? It's all pointed toward the mine entrance.
Now, if you'll just step this way, gentlemen. Mr. Smith, come back. You can't go in there.
Under terms of the agreement, I can go anywhere. Dark in here. And sounds. This is not an empty mine. Cling. I've heard that men who spent years in these mines undergo startling physical changes. The hair follicles vanish. The eyes become extremely sensitive to light. The muscular... What's that? Come out of there! I mean no harm. A rock. It's not a rock they're flinging, you know.
They're incredibly swift as they leap for Christopher Smith. The peace envoy, who detests violence, reacts instinctively, hitting the nearest attacker.
Get back! I detest violence. I hate it so much I beat the crap out of it.
Ig, hold him. Do not let him escape. You behave strangely for a man opposed to violence, Mr. Smith.
You know me?
Oh, my, yes, Mr. Smith. You see, you have become the key to my plans. As such, you're entitled to know about them. My name is Beale, by the way. Now, if you'll follow me. More curious than resistant now, Smith is led through a maze of tunnels that suddenly open into a sprawling cavern.
A city.
Yes, a mysterious, strange, ancient city. We were working the mines when a new shaft discovered this majestic remnant of a vanished civilization. Everything was intact, including powerful weapons. In that moment, no longer the slaves, we had become the masters. In addition, all these years of exposure to uranium have given us unusual powers. Watch. This is how I looked when I first came here. I can assume the appearance of any man I choose. And Mr. Smith, I choose you.
Well, I don't, swing that way.
Brought to you by Carlton Comics. Oh boy, look, you can subscribe to all these titles. Peter Cannon. Yeah. Thunderbolt. His name is Peter Cannon. Judo Master. Okay. Oh, look, it's Pacemaker. And Captain Atom. Hi, guys. I'm Captain Atom. 24 big action-packed issues. 2 comics mailed each month for 1 full year. $2.88 value, only $2. Well, what are you waiting for? Send in for your subscription now. Carlton Action Heroes offer subscription department to Carlton Building, Derby, Connecticut. 06418. There you go. That's all you got to do. And you can subscribe to these comic books. It's probably too late, but I don't know. It's your $2.
Okay, Beale, what's the plan? Patience, Smith. Let's continue the tour. This underground living has become most tolerable. See? Uranium glows, gives us ample light. And because of the reflective surfaces here, this single candle's heat is spread and magnified to provide warmth. That at least is interesting. But here, Smith, lies the core of our underground empire. I developed this high-speed mole, and with it, we have tunneled to every land mass on Earth. Of course, These will be our invasion routes. Invasion? How can you hope to overcome all the armies of the world? Weapons. I told you we have inherited powerful ones. This kook is serious. I've got to do something.
Christopher Smith races into the labyrinth. He escapes from the faceless men. Always prepared for emergency, Christopher Smith becomes the Peacemaker, man of action.
I must reach Bill. Stop him from bringing death to all men.
Hold him. The cage. A strange device suddenly drops over the Peacemaker. It is a maximum custody cage, developed by the slave masters, now employed by ex-slaves.
Clang. Oh, shit. Well, damn it. Well, at least you'll be in no position to interfere when I order the war that will destroy millions. If I can get this explosive attached without notice. Hey, look, it's LBJ. But first, permit. Oh, yeah, it's the same voice. But first, permit me to show how clever we are. Many of my associates have taken the identities of prominent leaders. You can see how effective that will be when I become the Peacemaker. That'll never happen. I'm going to stop it.
The Peacemaker sets off the explosive and the cage is ripped to stale spaghetti. But somehow it doesn't hurt him. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess the suit's really powerful or something anyway. As the Peacemaker leaps toward Beale, the leader of the Faceless Army changes to his own image. Not even the Peacemaker can stop me. The time is now. The Peacemaker is overwhelmed as the horde rushes to board the mole. On to the attack. Ignored in the new excitement, the Peacemaker desperately ponders his next move.
I've got to stop that mole. The laser.
A small bolt jets from the Peacemaker's helmet. Bzzz. A searing flash and the giant machine is torn from the rails. Well, that was easy enough. Then the unexpected happens. The laser beam is picked up by the cavern's mirror surfaces, and the cave becomes as bright as the sun under the bombardment.
It set off a chain reaction. If ever there was a time to leave the party, it's now. Each reflection becomes another laser.
The Peacemaker clears the entrance just seconds ahead of an explosion that vaporizes a mountain. So I guess all of that lost city and everything, yeah. Well, what are you going to do, you know?
Our mind, it's gone.
Afraid so. But
what can I tell my premier?
Just tell him the inspection team is satisfied that no illegal tests will be made here.
The end.
By the way, I know your secret identity. Shut up. No, you don't. No, I do. No, you don't.
Well, there you go. Peacemaker, as he originally was. Oh, boy. He's got to get back to his, orgies and everything. After dealing with that mine and all that. Yeah, it's probably going to be a problem. Oh, well. What is the next movie you plan to see? I don't know. I haven't thought about it. Been a little busy here. There was something. I saw weapons. What was? Oh, hell, I'll figure it out. Let's see here. Oh. Goodbye. Damn it.
All right. There we go. So I'll revisit this Peacemaker story that I read. I don't know. It must have been years ago now. For the Sunday Comics Show. Oh, is it going to show up? Yeah, there you go. All right. I got to go into properties. I got to look up the other one. Is it? No, not that. This? Nope. No, not Ace. Is it? There's that. All right. So yeah, back then I would just take a few panels and put them over this and all that. It took some doing to set it up, but I don't really have the time for all that these days. But this is the cover of Peacemaker #1. Collector's edition. A man who loves peace so much that he's willing to fight for it. So that's the deal. I'm fighting for peace. I'm better. That makes me a better person. Jeez. I didn't do a good resolution. Anyway, this is another chapter in the career of Christopher Smith, peace envoy and diplomat. A man whose entire life is dedicated to the elimination of war between men. Between women, fine. A man who willingly risks his life to banish the use of violence. A master of the weapons he pleads with the world to lay down. Christopher Smith, whose alter ego is the Peacemaker. Russian fighting fleets today fight just outside the 12-mile limit off our shores. Our fleets fish for tuna near Peru. The Japanese take salmon and king crab very close to the Alaskan and Canadian shores. The growing bitterness and occasional sabotage between the maritime powers leads the Peacemaker to face a deadly, mysterious enemy that lurks in the dark waters of the open sea. We call him the Killer on the Reef. Christopher Smith, concerned with mounting tensions, hurriedly heads for the troubled spots. Oh, come on. There we go. A new fishing trawler is heading for the fishing grounds, and Christopher Smith goes aboard to learn what he can. Welcome aboard, Mr. Smith. I'll have our oceanographer brief you. Mr. Boyle, an international authority on migratory fish, has broad knowledge of life in the sea. And these fleets, which follow the vast coasts of cod and commercial fish, follow predictable paths. Oh, all right. However, there's been trouble. Valuable equipment has been destroyed. The Russians have accused us of tearing their nets apart. The Japanese insist one of their trawlers was torpedoed, and our own fishermen claim something is diverting the migrating fish to different waters. Millions of people depend on their catch for food. What's behind it all? A malignant force, Mr. Smith. Not American, nor Russian, nor Japanese, or any one nation. The most recent incidents have taken place on 1,000-mile reef. Whatever, I don't know what it means. As the trawler steams along the reef, it locates vast schools of fish. Lower the nets. They're putting out the nets, Commodore. Use the percussion grains, S3. It is done, Commodore. Crackling noises are all heard by the sonar operator in the trawler above as the new nets are hopelessly racked by 100 tiny explosive devices. I have attached the charge to the hull, Commodore. In 60 seconds, the bottom will be ripped out of her. In accordance with my instructions from the Commodore, I hereby warn you, you have 60 seconds before a fixed charge destroys the ship. Okay. The Commodore That's the name of the murderer who's been wrecking nets and sinking ships.
Well, then that solves the mystery, doesn't it? Excuse me, gentlemen. Mr. Smith, diplomat, cannot help now. In split seconds, this ship is doomed unless the peacemaker may be able to do something. 50 seconds left. 40 seconds left. 30. 25. Huh? Who's this fruit? I don't know. 20. 15. 10. 1 second. Stopped it in time. The peacemaker swims deeper. Huge sharks converge on him, apparently obeying the eerie frogman who began the attack on the trawler. I'll give them the fixed charge to play with. The jets, which enable Peacemaker to hurtle through air at fantastic speeds, are equally effective underwater, and he shoots away the predators. He leaves the explosives among them, though. He's going back to his base, and if I'm right, it'll turn out to be a nuclear submarine. Close the entrance the instant I'm aboard. Someone's following me. The Peacemaker uses full jets to reach the Frogman before he enters the sub. If he gets inside that gizmo... The Frogman, groggy, drifts toward the bottom, while the Peacemaker decides his next course of action. I've got to work fast. But the future seems dim and brief as he steps into the mystery sub.
It is not Claude, Commodore. What? Bring him in here. Who are you? Was it you who interfered with what my man attempted just now?
I removed the explosive, and with it, I destroyed some of your pet killers.
No! You were foolish, sir. Had you kept it to use now against me and my crew.
I have more powerful explosives on my person, and there is no way for you to take them from me. If I am to die, you will die with me. Please explain, Commodore, why you wished to destroy the trawler a short time ago. Why you sabotaged fish nets, interfere in fishing activities, and so on.
That face. The fish are mine. All of the wealth of the 7 seas will be mine.
Other men have invaded the depths of to wage war and destroy. Now I protect everything beneath the surface, and I will destroy all who trespass. This is why you must die. Suddenly, a bolt flies from the Peacemaker's helmet laser. The sub's control room is rocked by shattering electrical explosions. The atomic engine, it'll explode. I must suck my thumb. I know. The Peacemaker gains the controls and frantically fights to surface the craft. Stand by the escape hatch. We may make it. Move. As the sub approaches, terrified men leap from the vessel short seconds before. Whoa, that was close. And a raving-soaked Commodore is brought to the deck of the trawler.
If you hadn't interfered, I was leaving the reef, heading south. Once I reached the South Pole, I would have had partners, and we would have conquered the world.
Well, the best laid plans of men and rats, etc., etc. Days later, peace envoy Christopher Smith is back in Switzerland, heading for his chateau and mulling over the Commodore's last words. What did he mean? Who is at the South Pole that he would join? Oh, the end. Well, I don't know. I might head back and check that out. Yeah. So there you go. Revisiting an old story that I did on a previous Mr. Nailsin Sunday Comics. So there we go. Boy, Peacemaker has changed quite a bit, hasn't he? Yeah. Yeah. So next movie, I think I'm skipping Conjuring. Next for me will be Tron. Oh yeah, Conjuring. Yeah, I'm going to see that because I've watched all the Conjuring movies, so I might as well see the last one. You know, I don't know. They're supposed to have done a TV series based on that, I guess, for Max. I mean HBO Max, and because it's overall it's made money for them, and I mean theoretically they could continue making movies, but it just wouldn't have the Warrens be a part of it, you know. I don't know if they'd move on to someone else. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to see that one, and then I'll see Tron too. Yeah. So anyway, there we go. Another satisfying episode of Mr. Nailsin's Sunday Comics. So I'll see you next time.